All right, welcome everyone to the not necessarily final, but a much and very long overdue video on the roll20 character sheet, the community sheet that I use in all of my games. This one will be entitled How to Level Up Your Character. Dun dun dun. It's going to be great. We're going to be leveling up our character. It'll be super fun. And hopefully, this will help folks that have struggled with the character sheet to just give you a little bit of a heads up. I've been meaning to do this video for like a year or so, ever since I did the roll20 uh, like how-to tips and tricks for the sheet. So this one should be pretty quick. Leveling up is much easier than it is to how do you put this, to create the character, as it were. It's just a couple of numbers and a couple of digits to upgrade. So I'm going to go through this kind of quick, but with that in mind, we're going to be leveling up a witch character to level 2. Now, the reason I'm choosing the witch is that it's going to show you everything from the core all the way through the spells, etc. So you get a good idea of how that works. Now, the witch, of course, is a prepared caster, but the idea should be roughly the same as far as it goes with a spontaneous caster like an oracle or a sorcerer. So let's just dive right into it. So first thing you're going to do is obviously we use the roll20 SRD or PF SRD. We're going to go over to there and we're just going to look at our second level right here. So as you can see here, it's going to show our BAB goes to 1, Fort, Reflex, Will stays the same, and then we're going to be getting a different hacks. We're going to get a brand new hacks. We got one at first level, we get one at second level, and then our spells go from 4 to 2. So we're going to start with our first sheet. So I'm going to pull up our character sheet here. Boom, we've got that pulled up. So what we'll be doing is literally going down to where it says class, race, and experience, our witch class. I'm going to level 2, so I make this a 2. My hit die is a d6. So in all of my games, we roll until we get at least half. We'll do 1d6, lowercase r, less than 3. Close the brackets. That rolls until I get at least a 5. Now here's one of the big mistakes that a lot of my characters make when they go to level up their character is for the class HP, only add what you rolled here. That is all you have to add, is just what you rolled there. So I'm actually going to pop out this character sheet, which I do have currently popped out. I'm actually going to close this. We're going to open it back up like this. There we go. Now we're cooking. All right. Almost like this isn't impromptu, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to class HP. So I rolled a 5. I rolled 3, 3, 5. We're going to add the 5 to our class HP for 11. So in class HP, only add what you rolled on your hit die. That's all you have to add, and that's going to upgrade it. Now back to our list. We had 1, 0, 0, 3. So our BAB goes to 1. This stays 0. This stays 0. Will goes to 3. Now again, your skills per level is a static number. Skills per level is going to multiply by your level. When we get to our skills tab, that's going to automatically update that for you with how many skills you have. Now, I've taken another level in my favorite class. I have the option to add either a favorite class HP or skill point. For her, she's an intelligence-based caster. I'm going to add an extra HP to keep that simple. And then you'll look down here, it is giving me my con modifier. Mod is 1, level is 2. It's adding 2 for my total HP. The 11 plus the 2 gives me 13. I've got a 15 here because I have 2 favorite class bonuses as well. So we've got 11, 13, 14, 15 for a total of 15 HP. Easy peasy. So that is literally all I had to do on this sheet. Now she is a human. So what I'm doing for her as a human is I'm giving her her human skill point and favorite class skills. I'm doing that right here for her as well. So that's all you do on the core sheet. Pretty simple. Level, add your HP, update your favorite class bonuses, update your BAB, your will to whatever the number is from your table. And that's all you do on page 1. Super simple. Defenses, literally nothing you have to do. Unless you have any items, unless you've added any items, like let's say you got a cloak of resistance, you could put the resistance here. Maybe you picked up a natural armor bonus from an amulet or a ring of protection. You can update those here during play, but no, other than that, nothing to update here. Your attacks, all of your attacks will upgrade automatically. My attack is now a 1 for my BAB. She has no strength, but this is now a 1 attack. Her range crossbow, she has a 1 in dex. She has a 1 BAB. She has a 2 attack here. Very simple. This is all done for us. Now, going over to abilities. I'm going to click the All tab here to show everything. This is all of her abilities that she got at first level. Now, as far as what I picked up, I have just picked up another hex. So I'm going to click on hexes. I'm going to go over here, and I don't think I gave her cackle yet. She does have cackle. So let's go back to here. Let's do, how about flight? Can I take this one yet? Yes, I can. And I don't think she has flight yet. Perfect. So literally what I'm going to do is, as from her table, we'll go back here to witch. She adds an extra hex. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to click class features. This is going to be second level hex. I'm going to say this is class features. We're going to add flight. Oops. Flight hex. I'm literally going to go over to where it says her hexes. And I'm just going to copy pasta this right here so that it's in here. Okay, cool. I've added her new ability. If you were a rogue and you picked up an ability, if you were a fighter, you get an extra feat. Different classes will have different things they get. If you're a paladin, you would unlock, say, Divine Grace. You would unlock your Lay on Hands. You would add those things to this section here under your abilities tab. That's literally all I have to do on abilities. Any new class features you get, and if you get a feat, just add that here. You're just updating the character sheet accordingly. Very, very simple. So we've done our abilities. We're going to go to a skills tab. Okay, as I've said before, we are using our background skills. I've got 2 background skills remaining. I like to fill those in first. Let's give her another bonus in knowledge, geography, and history. She's very, very good at history and geography, so we update that to 2, second level, 2 being the maximum that we can have in our skills. I'm then going to flip to adventure. I have 7 ranks remaining right now. Literally all I'm going to do is I'm going to be keeping all of the same skills that I had. I'm going to just upgrade those to 2. Now, of course, if you wanted to take another skill, if you wanted to put a 1 or a 2 into something you hadn't already taken, but that is a class skill, you'd be welcome to do so. And this, again, you just upgrade these, not putting in more than what you have. I have 1 adventure skill remaining. Let's put that in. What do I want to put that in? Let's put that in Knowledge the Plains. Why don't we do a Knowledge the Plains for her? Because she's a smarty pants. Oh, actually, I didn't have any skills remaining. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, perfect. Did the math. If ever at any point it kind of looks like the math isn't mathing, always remember that you can click recalculate. That will rerun all of the equations in here. I was showing a 1 here. I didn't actually have it. I've updated it now. We're good to go. So again, that's your skills tab. Super simple. No big deal. Added that. Not a big deal. Easy peasy. Now we're going to go to spells. So if you are a spellcaster, so if you were for example, not a spellcaster, you'd have leveled up. If you're a fighter, that's really all you have to do. Core, BAB, HP, your saves, any extra abilities you have, and you're done. Takes you 2-3 minutes. Super easy to do. If you're a caster, ideally you've probably thought about, hey, what spells do I want to pick up? I'm going to go back to my witch thing here. And now spells per day have become 4 and 2. So on my witch character sheet, I'm going to go to spells per day, increase this to 4, and she is a prepared caster. 4 and 2. Now I'm getting a bonus for my high int, giving me 3 first level spells, and I can prepare and cast up to 4 cantrips a day. Of course, cantrips being something you can cast indefinitely over and over. Very, very simple. Now, as far as the spells that I'm going to have, we go back to our witch. We're going to look at our spells. So, every time a witch levels up, she receives bonus spells per day if she has high intelligence. She can choose to prepare her spells after getting 8 hours of sleep. I believe we get an extra 2 spells per day. Adds new spells to her spells known. These spells are automatically added to spells familiar. And the spells gained depending on the opposing patron. Her patron was. I haven't looked at her in quite a long time. Let's see if I wrote that down. Boy, howdy. Cantrips, extra evil eye, misfortune, flight hat, familiar cat, patron, time patron. She has the time patron. So let's go back over to witch. So mysterious force, we're going to go to our patrons for witches. We're going to find our time witch, and I am at level 2. I get to add ventriloquism to my character sheet. Neat. So the witch gets a bonus spell, ventriloquism. Let me pull that up. And literally, I'm just going to copy this information into it so that we have it. It is a minute per level. Is that one in the book? I think that's from the core book. That should be in so I can drag and drop it. And it is perfect. So we'll just drag and drop that in. So remember, the base book, the core book, most of the spells are in the compendium. You can drag and drop. Everything else you would simply need to fill in manually, but for this one it was easy. We drag and drop that in, super simple to go. Now I believe as well, whenever I level up, I also get some extra spells. So witch casts spells. She can cast spells per day. Any number of spells, 8 hours sleep. And I believe it's under her familiar. Witch can commune with her familiar each day to prepare her spells. Familiar spells are known. The witch selects a number of spells, additional spells to equal to her intelligence modifier. Each new witch level, she adds 2 new spells to her spell list. So when I level up, I add 2 new spells up to the maximum spell that I can cast. I've got some pretty good spells here. Do I get shield as a witch? I don't actually know off the top of my head. Let's take a look. Let's do some research, friends. Let's take a look here and see if we get spells. This is under her familiar. And let's see here. Witches spells. Pathfinder. That's witch spells by class. Witch. Let's see what we can get. Why don't we take... Ooh, that's only elf to take that. Ooh, Burning Hands. I don't think I have Burning Hands. No, I do have Burning Hands. Let's take... You know what? Always helpful to have Comprehend Languages. Let's take that one. So comprehend languages, click the add button, drag it from the compendium, release, it adds it in. And then we get one more spell. Let's take, ooh, it's good. It's fun to buff your friends. Let's take Enlarge Person. Yeah. We'll do Enlarge Person. We can make one of our friends big, which is always fun. Boom. All right. Now, so what I've done, I have my base level is 2, which I upgraded on my first level, my first sheet, the core tab. That has already done my caster level. It's done my concentration check, which is equal to my level in mod, which I have set up automatically. I've upgraded my base spells per day. I've upgraded the base spells here, given my total, and I've added my extra. I've added my extra spells that I know now, being at second level as I get to add 2 more. That's it, folks. That's it. Super easy. Super, super easy to level up. So to recap everything for you, change your level to the next level from 1 to 2, make it a 2. Add what you roll on your hit die to your running total of class HP. Don't forget to add your favorite class bonus. I have 1 in each of these because she's human. Her humans get an extra skill point per level, so I'm putting 1 into each of these. Upgrade or increase your BAB and your will to whatever number it is in your table here. So like this. Go to your abilities tab and add any extra abilities you may get. I added my hex. Extra hex she added was flight because she didn't have that yet. Then we go to skills. Level up your skills to a maximum of whatever your level is, ensuring that you don't go over the total number of ranks you have, which is shown under skill ranks total. If you're a spellcaster, increase your spells per day and add any additional spells you may have learned simply from leveling up. And that's the long and short of it. Super simple. As always, if you have any questions about this, any concerns, if anything isn't clear for you, you are more than welcome to reach out to me on Discord. Most of these videos are for my current players through Start Playing, which again, I humbly thank you guys for going on many, many different adventures and journeys with me. It's been an absolute blast, and I'm truly enjoying it. In the meantime, as I always say, be well, be safe, happy gaming, and remember that dice have a story to tell. And every week we find out what that story is. Hopefully, it's not a TPK. Take care, everybody.